Welcome to Wellness Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Tiffany Brown Bush, and I'm helping you through Hump Day. And as always, it is my pleasure to be able to help super women live fit with happy hormones. And on this Wellness Wisdom Wednesday, I have a couple of objectives. One, I want to just acknowledge and celebrate the challengers in the most recent challenge that will be closing out this upcoming Sunday, Monday. It's actually a little bit longer than 21 days, so they're going to close out over the weekend. I want to just acknowledge you challengers and say thank you for participating in this experience and allowing me to be on this journey with you. I am having a blast with the fact that I'm able to not only have you in the group, but then work with you individually and coach around specific challenges and different things that have shown up for you. I do believe that this has shifted the experience of the challenge. And so just grateful for the trust that I've received from everyone and the hard work that you're all putting in. And to announce that today, I'll get it out, is actually the registration day for the next challenge. The challenge will start on Wednesday the 25th. So today is the registration day to participate. We have a lot of challengers that are actually rolling over, and then we have a number of new people that we're onboarding. If you're just getting this video, once you're finished liking it and commenting on it and sharing it, if you are interested in having an opportunity to get to the root of what's going on with you and your weight loss challenges, find out where that eczema is coming from, figure out why you have fibroids, and what you can do about it. Those chronic yeast issues, if you're wanting to address that, you want to sleep better. If that's you and you didn't realize the challenge registration is today, please reach out. If you know someone that you think, boy, I'm tired of hearing how hard it is for this person and how much they're struggling, please give them my information, because there's some people who've really gotten their lives back by learning this information. So, pass it on if you can. So that's a challenge. We do have a detox challenge starting at the beginning of July, and I will be making almost a webinar on that, and there will be a questionnaire available to help you determine if you are a good candidate for detox. And I'll just get into that later on down the road. It's an interesting topic. So I am following up last week's Wellness Wisdom Wednesday, where we addressed this concept of your inner child. And that really resonated with a number of people, and I was really pleased to hear this, that, you could relate to that struggle with the inner child, and did some of your own personal work on where that voice comes from, where it got stuck, your inner child, what age it is, and why at times it doesn't want to behave. Okay, so I said that I would give you some techniques this week on dealing with your inner child. Now, if you didn't do the work from the previous week, please go back and watch that Wellness Wisdom Wednesday. This is a really important part, getting that unconscious aspect of your behavior under control. It's work that you need to do. There are a lot of us, majority of us have to grow up that aspect of our personality and psyche. So, two things I want you to focus on when it comes to your inner child. Making sure that your inner child's voice is not the only voice in your head. Dr. Amen is one of the kind of trailblazers when it comes to integrative therapeutic work. And he has coined the phrase ANTS, automatic negative thoughts. And your inner child is responsible for a number of those ANTs. This don't taste good. I don't want to eat this. Okay, 5-year-old, grow up. well, my friend doesn't have to eat like this. I shouldn't have to eat like this. Okay, 7-year-old, grow up. It shouldn't be so hard. Okay, 7-year-old, grow up. And what's another one that I hear a lot? Oh, I deserve it. I deserve it because it's weekend. I deserve it because I've had a rough day. I deserve it because the sun came out, and you know it's Wednesday. I deserve it. That is your inner child. That voice that sabotages your efforts. That's an automatic negative thought. Excuse me, when you're trying to make changes with your wellness and your health. So Dr. Amen has this concept of anteaters. Okay, so anteaters are responsible for fighting those automatic negative thoughts. They are the thoughts that show up and say, well, no, I'm trying to get leaner. I'm trying to get healthier. I'm trying to get my blood pressure down. I'm trying to drop my triglyceride level. And I can't eat that, or I don't eat that, or that doesn't work for me, or I don't do that anymore. Okay, so that's your anteater. And so when dealing with your inner child, you have to have a voice that talks back. Otherwise, when that voice starts talking, there's no one in there arguing. You can ignore it, but most of us really need to acknowledge the fact that voice is constantly replaying. And so to have good ammunition for your anteaters, you have to know why you're making the change in the first place. And that's why you make your list of whys. That is the importance of having, those whys committed down on paper, that having those as something you revisit on a daily basis. They cannot be something that you have in your head and you know that you're going to, adhere to them. It has to be about daily being present with those whys, just like you're daily present with that self-sabotaging inner child voice. Okay, so I've said numerous times, take your whys, write them down, and then put them in your phone as a reminder. Or if you're old school, index cards, tape them to things all over the house, or sticky notes. But you cannot just will through that voice that's trying to sabotage you. Okay, so those are your 2 techniques that I really want you to use as ammunition against that voice. And then I want to say something that I think is really important, just because of the experience that I've had with the challengers, and then just the current client roster that I have. Sometimes those cravings are about some sort of biochemical issue. So sometimes you are dealing with some sort of imbalance and you don't realize it, or you're in need of something that you're not aware of, and that craving is a symptom of that imbalance. Okay, so it's not always just about willpower. Sometimes you actually have something going on. That's part of the detox protocol, is trying to rebalance and then get in there those things that you actually need. Your neurotransmitters can be out of whack, and that could be sending off some triggers. You may need to use some amino acid repletion to actually get you balanced. You may have a yeast overgrowth or some sort of parasite that's causing you to crave sweets and carbohydrates. And you will also have coexisting dandruff or itchy patches and flaky patches on your body someplace, as well as yeast infections or thrush. You could actually have yeast and see like a white coating on your tongue. And so when you have these pathogens, or you have these things going on in your digestive system in your body, your cravings will creep up because they feed off sugar and carbohydrates. So I do want to say that even though I very much am a therapist, and I do believe that there's a mental, emotional, behavioral component to all these things, the reason I became a functional practitioner is because I learned that there was more to it, and that all these different things could help to complement the nutrition protocol that I would put a client on. So I want you to listen to your body, pay attention, and if you have questions, when you comment on the video, post a question, or shoot me an email with a question. And there are things out there that could help you and allow you to get control of your weight loss resistance, your fatigue, and all of that. Okay, so I'd be remiss to not mention this when talking about fighting those cravings and that voice. All right. That's it. That's all I got. And I cannot wait until I get to work with everyone on this next round of the challenge. And again, like the video, comment on it, share it, visit the website, visit my website, www.f4lwithtiffany.com, f4lwithtiffany.com. And until next time, live fit.